did you get along with Corey's mom right away?
Mm-hmm.
She liked you right away.
Yeah. Like the first thing that she said to me was, "He's your problem now." And then goes, "But he's always going to be my baby."
Aww.
And I was like, of course. And then she was like, we laughed, whatever. She's the one who I still complain, like, he can't do this or he can't do that. And she'll be like, yeah, that's because we spoiled him.
Right.
She'll like laugh it off. We never argued ever. Not once. Me and Bonnie once argued. I don't know. She's very easy. She also had a lot going on with sicknesses and stuff, so I was always there for her for that. So she saw that. She also saw a few situations where there were like fights that broke out between my husband and somebody, and I had his back, and she witnessed that and thought like, wow, he'll always be taken care of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw things from me that she was not concerned about. Like I saw things from her that I was like, well, it's concerning because I'll have to step in and do it, but you raised him well, like that type of thing.
Right.
So you. As I drink.
I had a rocky start with my mother-in-law, but that's only because of Dennis. I totally blame Denny for this. So quick story. Ready?
I'm here for it.
Drink? Everybody drink?
Mm-hmm. We're drinking.
It was, now remember, we're from the same hometown. So it was Thanksgiving Eve. Everybody was home, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we went out near home, and now Denny had his own place, but we all decided to sleep in New Milford, where we all grew up, right?
Okay.
So we went out, we got drunk, and Denny's like, oh, come back to my house. Like, come sleep in my basement. Like, my parents, and whatever lie he fed me, my parents won't know. They won't see you, whatever.
Oh, the basement. Oof.
Went to his basement. Mind you, he has his own place. So I'm in
The basement of his mom's house. How typical.
I'm in
Come
the
sleep
basement
in
of
my
his mom's
Sleep
house.
in my
Like,
basement.
that sounds
Don't
like
die.
someone's gonna murder
Yeah, don't
you.
die.
Yeah.
Thank
And
God she knew him growing up.
come sleep.
Yeah.
Quotes.
Come fuck
air
me in my
quotes.
mom's basement
Yes,
is what
exactly.
he's saying to you.
So fell asleep, whatever. We don't set an alarm because we're not responsible.
Oh my
and
God, I
the
see where this
next
is going.
morning is Thanksgiving Day. And I emerge from the stairs. Picture this.
Like the
okay?
little troll.
I've got on
Under
a
the
little
bridge.
skirt. I've got nerd glasses on.
Oh my God, this is the worst morning.
Last
after.
night's makeup, and the sun is shining so bright. I'm like a vampire the first time they've seen the light, okay? And there are his parents, like they've been awake for 5 fucking hours.
Oh my God.
And just like
Ellen just got
and
chilled.
the thing is like they know me from town. Do
yeah,
you know what
you're
I
little
mean?
Jess Romano.
So
like
they're
this is not
"What
happening.
is it was the most awkward, uncomfortable, and I'm like, Denny, what the fuck? They're not supposed to be here, let alone sipping coffee, staring at me as
Yeah.
I'm exiting their house.
Yeah.
So that was my first whatever with them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we start dating, and they've already got this like judgmental opinion of me, and I'm
because
on.
you fucking morning after
Right.
their fucking kitchen.
Now I'm on reality TV. Now listen, my in-laws are no bullshit people. They don't give a fuck about that stuff. Like I've dated guys who are like their mom's like, oh my God, you're so pretty. I love you. Like
Yeah,
they don't
I've
fuck
watched
around.
you on TV.
I try to
Don't
do.
care.
Denny's mom is always like, are you doing that voice to try to manipulate me again? I'm like, yes.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
She always,
I just broke into a cold sweat.
because I'm always like, hello, and she's like,
Are you doing that voice to
she
manipulate me again?
She calls me out. She's like, don't do that voice with me. Like she's tough
Wow.
love, but it was But the thing I do have to say. Joanne taught me this. My mom taught me this with Grandma Rose, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And listen, this does not go for everybody because I've seen your stories. Some of you guys are dealing with crazy women.
Fuck it up.
You're
Shit.
yeah, you got bigger problems, but Grandma Rose is an angel. Obviously. But she would come into my mom's house. My mom would prepare for Christmas for days, weeks, and the house would look fucking
Immaculate.
spectacular. And Grandma Rose would come in and be like, "Oh, I don't like that's over there." And my mom, no matter what, smile, "Mom, love you." Like
It's her dad. It's her
Yes,
dad's
she
mom. Grandma
respected
Rose
it.
is her dad's mom. So
Yes.
it's her mom's mother-in-law. So she watched that dynamic.
and I do have to say it did have a positive effect on me because I know that Grandma Rose didn't mean any of that shit. I think it's
Yeah.
just like part of like when
You expect something, and some people just have
when
no
you
filter.
have a daughter-in-law, I feel like it's kind of like you've earned that, like to walk in and maybe nitpick a little bit, comment
Yeah.
here and there, as long as it's not like really like you're not going to sleep
Rude.
crying at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my mom took everything with a smile, and it really our relationship as a family, helped because of that. I never thought
Yeah.
anything differently.
For
Do you know
sure.
what I mean? And the other thing is like my mom calls my grandma mom.
I think that's majorly important. I say it all the time. I call Bonnie mom.
You do.
Uh,
Did she tell you to call
No,
her
I
that?
just started calling her that. I told her I was going to call her that. I was like, listen, I grew up in my family. people older than you are Miss whoever, Mrs. whatever their last name is, or Aunt. So if you're none of those and you don't want me to call you Mrs. Epstein, then you're mom. So that's just what I do. So I was instantly like, I told Corey, I was like, does she want me to call her mom? He's like, she's gonna want you to call her Bonnie. I'm like, well, I'm not ever gonna call her Bonnie. So I'll refer to her as Bonnie. Like, I'll be like, oh my God, is Bonnie in the house? But like to like her son-in-law.
Yeah.
But like, I won't ever call her that to her face. I'll be like, oh mom, what do you? And I always say it. And
I love that.
I think it's terrible to do that. So I don't know.
See, I think it's the role of the mom to like let you know what they'd prefer to be called. Like I never had that conversation with Denny's mom, so I just avoid calling her anything.
Do you just say hi?
Hey, you over there? No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you
like
avoid
because I
that?
never called. It was weird
If to get her attention, what do you say?
Tracy, she was not new to me, so just to call her Mrs. Calcione sounded weird when I knew her as Vicky from our friends group. But then me being the girlfriend, it didn't feel right.
Can't say Vicky,
calling her that. But she never said to call me mom, so like I just avoid it. To be honest, let's be real. I just don't. You know me.
Does she listen to this?
No, definitely not. No, but. You know, but no, it's really like I don't know, but like my mom, for example, has said to like Denny, like please call me mom.
Does
like,
he? Does Denny call her mom?
He does. He knows because he like when he's like trying to warm her up, he'll like
hey
put it in
mom,
there. Yeah, like, or he'll text her like thanks mom, and like she'll side text me. Oh my God, he called me mom, Jesse.
I can't.
So, Alan, when you're engaged, do you think you're going to be calling your mother-in-law mom? Is that weird for you?
No, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to call her mom. I'll probably call her Carol, but that's, I don't know. I feel awkward. I don't have like a huge connection with my own family. And so like, I don't have a connection to like someone being my mom or my dad.
Right.
Now I can say that my parents really want Rachel to do that.
Call her mom and dad.
Call them mom and dad.
Wow.
And I know that Rachel
will never
doesn't want to.
No, wait, explain this to me because I know people like this where they're like, it makes me uncomfortable, but I do feel like it is a respect thing. Like if that is the wishes of your parents, like just suck it up. That's my personal opinion.
Well, I think it's partially because like Rachel has such a strong connection to both of her parents. Like she's had that relationship growing up that her parents were always supportive, always like helped her in whatever she wanted to do. And then you have my parents who are very much not that kind of way.
They're like a little standoffish.
Sort of, but also like they're the kind, they want you to be their ideal version.
They did give you a fake name. What's your real name?
Do you guys know his name isn't Alan? We've talked about this, but it's haunting.
William Allen.
William Allen. Like he's some fucking duke. Well, he said got this famous name.
My brothers and I, because my brother just found out recently that he was going to have a baby, and unfortunately things didn't go out, and she had to go have surgery. But we were talking about names, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna name." If it's a boy, like Hayden Thomas or something, but it's gonna go by Thomas, the middle name.
Oh my God!
Because that's what we do.
It's happening.
And
The
I was
snowball.
Like, oh shit! Like I feel like it's gonna be weird when I go to name a kid because I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, this is what I am." Do I call them their first name?
Do we call them by the middle name?
What do I do?
Do you guys get middle named in your house? Like, if you're in trouble, is it like William Allen?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
So
God!
weird.
Also, like we're one of those Southern families that like there's so many people that it's every other name. Like I once told my grandma, she was like yelling at me about something, and I was like, "You can't get on to me if you don't say my name right." Like,
Fuck you, Granny.
yeah, because she'll be like, Mike, Marty, Corey, Alan, and I'm like, I'm one of those. You got to get it right.
Get it right, and then I'll respond. I call my kids that. I call Skylar and Jaden each other's name all the time, and they get very offended. And I'm like, you are too young to care about something like that.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, if you felt uncomfortable, if your in-laws told you, please call, like, we're family now. You know, because
I may settle with Ma.
Ma. Okay.
What's up, Ma? But I wouldn't be like mom.
But if
mom is like so sacred.
But if that's what you wished for, wouldn't you expect your daughter-in-law to call you that?
Down the road, I mean, it's going to be a long road, but eventually I would like her to call me mom. Yeah. But it's real long because you have so much proving to do before Alan, you touch my kid. So.
I think I was very lucky because growing up for me, I didn't even know that my dad's parents, my mom's parents, that they all weren't related. Do you know what I mean? Like by blood.
Yeah.
Like everybody was mom, dad, the family. Like, and that's it. Once you have kids too.
Yeah, it gets harder.
You don't realize, because at first you're like, okay, I just married this guy and I was supposed to call his mom. Like, I don't know, she's been kind of weird to me. Like, am I really going to do this? But like, it is the joining of families, and these people now, they're in your lives forever, and you're going to have children, and it's just... It is a special thing. I don't know.
It's also,
and
you have to
they're gonna
ask
get
them
old, and you're gonna take care of them, and so is your
Right.
wife.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
I think it comes down to like there's a point where that can happen.
Yeah.
But there has to be a mutual respect on both sides. It can't be like, I want you to call me mom, and if she's uncomfortable and doesn't want to call her mom, you get upset about it.
No,
'Cause
yeah,
it's
there
like,
has to be
you
a
just joined.
compromise.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's like even when you decide your grandparents' names for your kids.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples.
We're the best you've got.
So cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.